I just want to give you some background what is flow and why we use them. And before flow, we need to discuss s- workflow and process builder. So basically, flow is a part of automation in Salesforce. So we need to do automation in Salesforce, so we can use flow. Um, we we can also use code triggers, etc, right? But we are just talking about a no code environment. So for no code we have to use flows right now if we need to do automations. So what do you mean by automation? Anything you want to do with a DML operation. So let's say if you want to send an email, if you want to create a record on the same object or in a object, if you want to create a task, you want to fire a platform event, if you want to send an outbound message. I mean, multiple tasks, whatever you want to do automatically on a particular event, you will use flow in that case. Earlier, before flow, I mean, flow was introduced a couple of years back, but before flow we were having workflows. In the start we were having workflows to do such kind of automations, but workflow was having some limitation, like there are only 4 operations you can do with workflows. Number one, you can send an email using a workflow. I can show you here. So though we cannot create a new workflow right now in an org, but you can add it, or you can see the current workflows those you have in your org, right? Let me. So for workflow, you can simply click on this workflow rule link, and you will see all the workflows. Those are already available in your org. I currently have one in this org. I will show you that. So in the workflow, we have the same thing. I mean, you just need to give the rule name, workflow rule name, rule criteria, and the most importantly, the object name on which your workflow is getting fired. So it is on account, and then the rule criteria. I mean, if there is any criteria on which you want to fire the workflow, you can give that criteria here, right? And then evaluation criteria. Evaluation criteria is directly related to the DML operation, like in on which current operation you want to fire your workflow. Will it be on create every time a record will be created, or edited to meet subsequently criteria? So there are many evaluation criteria that you can follow, right? And after giving that information, what you can do is you can create a workflow action that will be fired when your workflow will be fired, right? So you can create an action. As you can see here on the workflow itself, there are 4 things that you can do, right? So you can create a new um, task. You can send an email alert, right? So let's say if there is an account that a new account is created in your org, you want to send an email um, to your director or your manager, or such kind of things you can do, right? Or let's say if you want to update a field on account or its related records, you can do that as well. And if you want to send an outbound messages, that you can also do with the workflow. And if you want to fire an existing action, from another workflow, that you can do with the existing action thing. So these are the only things that you can do with workflow. But right now Salesforce is not allowing you to create a new workflow. They have disabled this feature, but it is working. But if you have any workflow in your org that is will work as it is, there is no information from Salesforce side if they are retiring it, but they will do soon. They have already stopped the support. I think it was stopped in December last year. So they are not supporting it. If you will have any problem or anything, you have to resolve it. They won't help you. Doesn't matter if you have a support license from Salesforce or not, but they are not supporting it anymore. So after workflow, Salesforce enhanced this thing to process builder. Let me show you what is process builder. I have one process. So in process builder also, I mean, they just created it based on a flow diagram, but I mean, things are same. I mean, this is the account that you need to select on which you want to fire your process builder, and then the criteria that on which your process builder will be fired, and there are actions. So you have multiple actions this time. I mean, earlier you were only having 4 actions, but you know almost around 11 things you can do with the process builder, right? So again, it was also introduced at the time of they introduced Lightning Experience, and the reason of retiring process builder is also the same. I mean, they introduced Aura component. So I mean, I'm just giving you information. I know like you are not aware about what is Aura component, so don't worry about that. We will discuss it in the development part. But there was an Aura framework on which they built this entire Lightning stuff. So and this process builder was also built on that framework. So that framework was also retired by Salesforce, and now they are just using the web standard in Lightning Web Component. So they think like and because of performance, they think like process builder should also be retired. So process builder is also retired, and now they introduce a new thing called flows, Lightning flows. Let me show you how you can do that. So again, for Lightning flows, you can simply go to setup. You have multiple types of flows. Let me show you that. So we'll discuss one by one. We'll discuss one type of flow in one day. Okay. So here you can see a new flow button. If you will type flow, you can see the new flow button. All the flows, those are already exist in your org. You can see either these are related to a managed package. Managed package is the same thing that we discussed earlier. I mean, it is an app that you can install directly from App Exchange. App Exchange is like App Store or Play Store. So you can download any application that you think that will be helpful for your company or your organization, right? So we'll discuss App Exchange in detail at the time of integration or our development course. But right now, just understand, I mean, every flow that you have in the org will be visible here. So you have this new flow button. If you will click on new flow button, you will see different type of flows available. So you can see we have screen flow. I mean, flow, we have multiple type of flows, but we'll discuss some frequently used flows. So you can see here we have screen flow, record trigger flow, schedule trigger flow, auto launch flow. So we'll discuss all these four. So you can see here today we are going to discuss screen flow. So what do you mean by screen flow? You can read this content here. Let me just open it. Oh, it won't give you that content. So screen flow, it will just give you information, will display the information, will guide the user to create multiple screen to capture the data, right? So as you can see here, it guides user through a business process that launch from Lightning Pages, Experience Cloud Site, Quick Actions. So basically, the meaning of this is you can create multiple screen, right? And from that is from those screens you can gather the information or display information, whatever you want to do with those screens. And those screens can be called using Lightning Pages, right? Using sites, using quick actions in the Lightning. So you can call them from anywhere in the Lightning experience. So screen flow basically, so if I will give you an example. So let's say currently what you do, if you are creating a record, you just need to click on a tab, and that tab will open. If there are multiple record type that you need to select, you just need to select one record type, and the page layout associated with that record type will open, and you will give the information whatever the fields you will see on that page layout, and you will hit save and the record will be created. But it will only create a record with the associated object. So if the page layout is associated with the account, it will only create account record. And if the page layout is associated with opportunity, it will only create the opportunity record. And same for the contact. So if a page layout will only create a record for a associated object. But let's say if you have a requirement, I just want to create an account, and at the same time I want to create a contact and opportunity, and I want to associate those contact and opportunity with the account itself, right? So if you need that kind of creation, then and you don't want to go with the code, right? You just need to use the no code environment, and for such kind of implementations you will use flows. And as you are creating a screen, either to get the input or to display some something, you will use screen flows. So let's build uh, guided screen flow in which we will capture the account information from the user. We'll gather the information for contact and for opportunity, and we'll create account, opportunity, and contact at the same time, and we'll associate your contact and opportunity with that account. Is it clear to everyone? Any question till now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's just create a screen flow. Just to create a screen flow, you have to click on here on this screen flow option, and you will see this is screen, right? So if you will click on this option, you will see interaction. For interaction, you can use screen, you can screen action, you can use action, or if there is any subflow that you want to use, right? If you will hover here, you will get uh, whatever you will get with that particular thing, right? Action, perform an action outside the flow, like send email or submit, and it will be the screen that will display the information or will gather the information from the user. So we will use screen here. As you can see here, I have created the screen, right? So you can give the screen any name. Rohit, can you allow that? I don't know who has joined the meeting. Can you allow that guy? Rohit, you are on.
Yes, I'm not getting an option to allow.
Okay, let me see. Okay. Okay. So what you can do is you can give the name. We'll give that later on. So now you need to give you need to use input field, and just to get the information. So you can see here we have 72 type of inputs, but if you just need um, to get account field information, you will use a text type. So just type text here, and you can see the text type will come here. You can simply drag and drop the text type. You can give the name. So on account, I believe we have only account name as an required field, right? So let's just do that. I'm just giving it name as ACC name. If you want to make it required, you can make it required, and if you don't want to do that, you can simply leave it like this, and that's it. If you want any other field, you can create one more field. I mean, it is up to you. If you want to create more field, if you want to use any number field, you can use that. But right now I will do only one. You can give the label, and I'm just giving it as an account. It's the API name, and that's it. And I'm just click on done. So I have created one screen to capture the account information, and now we just need to create a contact or an opportunity, whatever you want to go for. So let's just go with the contact first. Just create one more screen. In contact, we have last name as an mandatory field. So again, we need a text. I'm just using the mandatory field only. So I'm just giving it as an last name. We'll see if there is any other, required field. If we have created any required field on any object, we will add later on. Let's just check here. Okay, let's just add last name here, and we'll give the name as contact, and done. Let's just create a third screen, and that will be for opportunity. So it again, we just need opportunity name. I'm just giving name as OPP name. You can use, and we have close date and stays also required field here. Just do that. Sorry, date, date also. Close date, and then we have one more pick list field here. That will be your stage name. So now stage name is in a pick list field, and we need to get those pick list values, to create, uh, to render all the values those we have directly on that, and for that we need to create a resource. So here we need to create a resource. So for, and what is resource, that is important, and any, I will discuss the resource. So any question from anyone now, till now?
No, sir.
All clear? So let's move ahead with resource creation then. So resource is kind of a variable that will hold the information about the pick list values. Those we will get directly from um, you know um, directly from Salesforce. I mean, from the object field, object column. So here we have multiple options. You can see here, let users select multiple options. So you don't want to create a multi-select pick list, so we won't do that, right? And component type is what? Component type is pick list, and then we have choice resource. So we don't have any choice resource. We'll select a new choice resource, and here we will discuss the type of resource that we want to create, and it will be a variable that will hold all the pick list values. So what we will add here, we will create a pick list choice set here, right? That we will use. So you can give the name, any name that you want as an API name. So I'm just giving it as a stays, and object on from which you want to render the thing, and then data type will be pick list, and the field that you want to use, and that will be stage. So all the values those we have in the stage picklist field, those will be rendered automatically here. Any question, anyone?
Nice.
Okay. So let's just complete this. I will click on. Okay, yeah, we need to give the name. Name is opportunity. And just hit done. So we have created three screen till now, right? So now we either you want to run those screen, and if you want to check it, you can do. But now we have created three screen. We'll get the input from the users, but now you just need to save these record. And to save these record, what you need to do is you need to add one more element that will be used as create a record. So we'll create records one by one. So this will be your create record element. And let me just give it a name, account creation API name. So how many record you want to create at a time? We are not creating multiple record. We are just creating one record at a time, right? We are creating one record at a time. Any question till now? And now for which object you want to create? I was asking a object name here.
We have to click on that drop down, how to set record field values, and it will give
Yeah,
the
sorry, I missed
manual
that one. Right. Yes, manually.
manually.
And we are asking. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. So now we need to select the object, and now we need to give the values. So currently we have values. So we are getting those values directly from where? From the screen, right? So currently we have account screen, and from account screen we have ACC name as the value. Clear? And just hit save. Now we can add one more screen. It will automatically save. Earlier it was giving a done, and then okay. So now we need to create a contact screen also, contact record also. Okay, and again manually, and this time we need to create a contact record. That's it. Now we need to go with the opportunity record. Here we need to give one more field value. That will be account ID. And for that, you have account ID directly from account creation screen. So we can use it. Okay, let's create one more. It's for opportunity. This time we have 3 fields, so it is also showing all the required field. Close date, opportunity name, so we have added. Now just add for the account ID also. So we have completed this this entire thing. And if you want to add any end screen, you can do that. I'll just hit on save. This is account. Can activate this, or if you want to try to running it, you can run it. So this flow is active now. We can also debug it and we can run it. So let's just try to run it first and let's see if records are being created or not. Okay, let's just give the name is as next account of contact. Giving the same name for all three. And close date, you can pick whatever you want to give. Let's say 30th of July, and you can see all the values. Those are coming directly from there. And just hit next. It will again display. Okay, we need to debug it first. Basically, we have validation rule. Those are failing, and because of that, our flow is not getting saved. So we need to check the validation rule across the objects. So let me check that quickly. Let's just see if we have any validation on contact. We don't have any validation on contact. So let's just go back and
The
check on
validation rule
other.
क्या होता है?
Aryan, I will teach you. आपका वो हुआ नहीं है अभी.
Okay.
So validation rule basically, if let's say if you want to give only the phone number as in 10 numbers, right? So you have to restrict user to put any other, let's say 11 number or 12 number digit phone number.
Okay.
So such kind of validation you need to add on the screen. Otherwise, user will input anything, whatever they want, right?
Okay.
Okay, let me just delete this validation rule. We have one on account. And let's say we have any on opportunity. Okay, let's just try again. Okay, let's just run it again. Or if you want to debug it, you can do. Okay, so this time we are not getting any error. So basically, that validation rule was actually causing the issue. So now you can go back and check if the records are created. So let's just go back and check in account first. So you can see here one record with the name as Prateek June batch is here in the account, and this record is created. And let's just check on contact also. You can see here Prateek June batch contact is also created. And let's just check on opportunity. You can see here Prateek June batch opportunity is also created, and the stage is prospecting, and close date that we have provided is 30th of July, right? So this is how you can create a flow, a screen flow. So we have created multiple screens, and by using those screen, we created record from multiple objects. You can also add on that flow on a screen, and you can call them. So for that, what you need to do is, let's say if I want to add it on the home page, so I need to add it this page. You need to go to app builder for that, and you need to type flow here. Let it load first. Let's say if I want to add the flow here, so I will type flow here. You can drag and drop your thing, and then it will ask for the flow that you want to add, right? So currently it is showing account of contact flow that we have recently created. So you can choose that flow, whatever the flow that you will create, and hit save. And you can use the layout. Just go back and check if that flow is added on the screen or not. You can see here flow is now added on the screen, and you can create a record directly from the home page. You can also do that with any record page, or you can create quick actions on the thing, on any object, and you can create record. Any question from this? So guys, this is the screen flow. Tomorrow we'll discuss about record trigger flow. Thank you so much. Ayushi, can you stay
So,
on,
sir,
please?
do
Sure,
validation
sir.
rule don't comply with flows or
No,
not?
no. I mean, validation rule. I don't want to build that. The condition that we have passed in the validation